In this video, I'll expose one of the biggest myths that's killing guys' dating lives. About a week ago, I went outside after work with almost no energy, and my first 5 to 6 interactions with women were completely terrible. They barely responded, some didn't even look at me. It felt awkward, flat, and nothing was landing. And a lot of guys in my situation would take that as a sign of, okay, well, I guess today is not the day, and just go home. But I stayed, and after those first 6 bad interactions, something started to shift. 7th interaction was a bit better, 8th was a bit better, and by 9th interaction, my energy was completely different. Then I saw girls, I was crossing the streets, and the moment I talked to her, it was on. Insane eye contact, great energy, immediate connection. I was enjoying it, she was enjoying it. It really felt effortless and magical. Now, 2 days ago, I actually went on a date with this girl. Sweet, confident, local Spanish girl, studying to be a singer, and that interaction and date literally made my week. Honestly, might have made my whole month. And these moments would have never happened if I hadn't gone out through those first 6 bad interactions, and it definitely wouldn't have happened if I stayed at home because I had low energy. And this is where most guys get it wrong. They think, oh, I don't feel good today, or my energy is not on this week, so they stay at home. They think that they need to feel great already before going out, but that is backwards. Those early rejections aren't a sign that you should stop. They're the fuel. That's how you build momentum. That's how you build that social energy. But social energy is only built in social situations, not by sitting in your home. You can only get it by going out and talking to real people and women, even when it feels uncomfortable. And honestly, this is one of the biggest differences between beginners and experienced guys. Beginners judge their progress by first few interactions. They don't realize that the goal of the first interactions, especially after long workdays, is not to get great conversations, numbers, or dates. It's literally just to warm up. But beginners expect things to happen immediately. So when they get rejected a few times in a row, they take it as a signal that something is wrong. They panic, they lose confidence, and a lot of times they quit early. Now, experienced guys don't do that. They don't panic at bad starts. They trust the process. They know that the beginning of the night doesn't say anything about how the rest of the night is going to go. It's just the beginning. But if you quit too early, you never give yourself the chance to build momentum. You never get that social energy, that flow state, and you never reach the stage of the interactions where things just start clicking. That's why you need to stop obsessing over constant reassurance. If you always need women to give you compliments or positive feedback for you to keep going, you will stall, because in real life, you will get rejected. Sometimes a few times in a row, sometimes many times in a row. And if you can't handle those rejections without panicking, you won't last long enough for you to turn things around. Now, as a beginner, this is very hard. It's hard to get yourself outside the house when you don't even feel like it. And it's even harder to keep going after the first few rejections, because early on, you don't know if you're doing it right. You don't have many positive reference experiences yet. So when things don't go well, it's very easy to get down on yourself and quit early. And this is why accountability matters. Not just in dating, but in everything in life. When things get tough, most people quit unless someone is holding them to their word. And this is exactly the problem I help guys with my one-on-one mentorship. I coach guys all over the world who want to go out there, approach women, flirt, and take action, but struggle with wanting to quit when things get uncomfortable. So what we do is we set clearly weekly goals together. And when you feel like backing out, when you feel like staying at home and checking out, I'm there reminding you of the commitment that you made the week before. And once a week, we actually jump on a live call where you're doing the approaches live with me on the call, so I can push you through the hard moments and give you real life feedback as those conversations happen. Now, if that sounds something like you need, you can check out the first link in the description and book a call to speak with me. We can talk and see if this might be a good fit for you.